Hey everybody, this is Coach Tara Woodruff, the Mind Reset Coach, coming to you from my home office here in Holiday, Florida with secret number 2 from DotCom Secrets, my take on what Russell Brunson is teaching about traditional businesses and how we can apply it to our network marketing businesses. This is a study with me. This is what's going down. I'm reading the chapters, I'm applying the concepts in my network marketing business and telling you about it. That's what's going on. This does not replace in any way, shape, or form the actual purchase of this book. It just will not. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. This week, or this particular chapter, is on the value ladder. So what does this mean? He discusses a couple of things here about like how his dentist, how he recognized the value ladder that his dentist did by offering a free cleaning, and then a couple of things that happened there that I found absolutely, like, I would not even go back to this dentist ever again. Did to increase the sales from that visit. Now, it was a free visit. There was no sales that were supposed to be there. Now, what this really means to a network marketer, and this is how it translates to us, and translate to online marketers, product developers as well. I learned this from a really deep video, I guess like a webinar from Ryan Dice and his business partner. I've heard this over and over and over again. However, sometimes it's not that easy for us to go from the concept of just sharing our offer to actually sharing our value. And sometimes that can be pretty difficult. The way that it makes it easy in my business or in network marketing is that you can provide value straight up in the front all the time. Give your best stuff away for free and watch how the sales will come in. I recently signed up to do like a 4-part webinar series with a couple of leaders, some amazing people, Park Gardner and his girlfriend Kimberly, Denise, inside of Empower Network. And they did this incredible series of videos, and they were so value packed. It was just like, wow. And they touched on this concept as well. The only time that price is a concern with your prospects is when the value hasn't been totally laid out. You know, I noticed something wrong in my particular funnel today. Now, it hasn't been a huge deal. It's just something I have to clarify a little bit more. I have a lead magnet on my blog. Now, first of all, my value ladder goes like this. I have a blog that I provide a lot of value on every single day. Every single day, somebody can come to my blog post and find tremendous amounts of value to help them with their business. Now, they can go a step further because I have offers there where they can go ahead and purchase a product or join my business or apply to join my business, or they can go ahead and get on my list by receiving a free YouTube video bootcamp. Now, I have this YouTube video bootcamp sent out in an email series that goes out every 2 or 3 days or something like that until it's complete. This way I know that the person is on my list until the boot camp is over. Now, I noticed this, maybe I'm just not clear about this, or maybe the one particular person that signed up for my boot camp didn't understand, was that it's called a lead magnet. And what that means is when somebody signs up for my boot camp, not only do they get the boot camp, but they are also, in addition to, they're going to get notifications about my blog and updates on my blog. They'll also get invited to Hangouts. Now, the YouTube Marketing Bootcamp is about marketing, so none of it is not related. It's all related because my life is my business, and everything that I share with my list brings value, brings offers that bring value to their life. It's never garbage. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed today I had 1 unsubscribe. Now, I probably should be going for much more unsubscribes. However, the thing was that they said was the content is not relevant. You know, like, this is not what I signed up for, kind of thing. Like, what do you mean it's not what you signed up for? So I have to be more clear. You know, as a bonus, go ahead and grab my YouTube bootcamp that I sold on JVZoo. I no longer have it on the market. It's for sale. It's for free. It's for you, for visiting my blog. I want to thank you so much. And when you get over to the landing page where I had the video talking about the YouTube bootcamp, I should be even more clear that you will receive additional emails. You will receive updates from this blog. If there's valuable marketing webinars that I think that you should be attending, I'm going to invite you to them. even if you haven't gone all the way through the course yet. You know what I'm saying? So building value is also being clear, okay? So when you're in network marketing and all you're doing is what Paul calls it the amateur marketer, all they do is show the offer, show the offer, show the offer, show the offer, show the offer. It just doesn't work. I know this because I spent many, many, many years in complete, like, what's happening here? Not being able to make anything happen because all I was doing was sharing my link. I wasn't collecting emails. I wasn't trying to provide value through email marketing, which almost 80% of the people that we're going to bring into our business, maybe even more, are going to be from the relationships we build in email marketing. You know, very rarely is somebody going to come through your funnel and boom, 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 just go through all the steps and buy everything. It's a very small amount of people that'll do that. So you want to make sure that you're building a lot of value. And this way, when they come across a price, it's not an objection that all of a sudden develops in their mind. That it becomes something that they absolutely want to become a part of, that they want to receive the extra value they can get for that price point. Because, you know, the price is not a problem. It's whether or not they agree that they're receiving the value. See, the problem with my free giveaway, my lead magnet, is that I'm not clear about that. So maybe they just got on the list and maybe they haven't gotten to their second. You know, I don't sell anything during the YouTube bootcamp at all. If by the time they get to the second module on the YouTube bootcamp, maybe they've already had 5 emails from me, and maybe because they don't think about that I'm not sure exactly what's happening there because I don't spam my email list. I just don't get it. So some people just aren't gonna get it. That's okay, because you don't want everyone to get it. The value ladder is going to help you to qualify the people that are going to work with you in the deepest, most substantial level. Okay? What you as a network marketer want to do is you want to be sure that the company that you're partnered with is helping you with that value ladder. Okay? Unless you're into product development and you want to do it all by yourself. I'd rather pay my company 30% of everything I earn to help me out with this, because I am about freedom. I want to be a laptop entrepreneur. I want to blog and share my knowledge and do my trainings and explore my personal development and get out there in the world, go for walks and get out there and go for travels. I don't want to spend a lot of time developing products or doing a lot of other busy work that I could be doing. That's not what I want to do. So it was really important to me in my business that it had a value ladder already in it. That value could be provided without question right at the beginning for a very low entry, and that as people want to explore more and more and more of the value that my company and I have to offer, you know, that it's all set up. That, you know, the people that come to my blog every day and read my blog every day, they receive a lot of value from me. The people that are on my team receive more. The people that continue to want to expand their minds and their business and keep investing in our business until the final point, the more that they have financially invested, the more value I'm giving, because I am going to overvalue. I'm going to give so much more to those that are intrinsically wanting it. So if you're just somebody that comes over to my blog post and just wants to read my blog post and say, oh yeah, free YouTube bootcamp, cool, let me grab that. If you think I'm just going to send you all 6 modules all at once and you can go ahead and unsubscribe from my list, well, that would be counterproductive for me. Yes, I want to give it to you for free, but I also want you to stay on my list so that you can see how much more value I have to give you. And if those things don't coincide, maybe I don't have to edit anything. If those things don't coincide, then you are not qualified to continue on my value ladder. That's all. It's pretty simple, right? It's pretty simple. So you want to ask yourself in your network marketing business, do you have something really great up front that is giving a lot of value to people in your target market? And if you might be lost, like you might be like, oh shoot, what do I do? Well, one thing you could do is you could blog every single day, and you could study your craft, and you could explore your business in the way that really fits you. I really love adding psychology, success psychology, and philosophy and spirituality to my business, because that's really, to me, how it all kind of works together. So I read and study something like the Tao. Like you may be familiar with my series, The Tao of Network Marketing, and I'm going through every verse of the Tao to help you see how that can relate to the success of your business. Now, as I'm doing that, I'm applying it to my own business, and I keep moving on and on and on and providing tremendous amounts of value. You know, I could read blogs all day long on how to do this and how to do that, and I've written them as well. But that's just not the part of it that I want to be involved with. When you come into business with me, I want to help you with your mindset. I don't want to help you build your blog. That's already done. My company, I pay them 30% of everything I earn in order to make sure that is something that you can easily set up, and we have that all together. So, you know, as you come in and you start to partner with me and you see the value here, and then you go here and you see the value there, and then you go there and you see the value there, sometimes you got to put the value right in the front. You know, I'm not going to talk people into or convince anyone to go all in with me in my company and buy all the products if I'm not providing the value. It just doesn't work that way. So in your business, I want you to take a really good hard look at yourself and ask yourself, what am I talking about on social media? Am I even collecting an email so I can build a deeper relationship with someone? Do I have anything of value to offer outside of before and after pictures or silly stuff that makes nobody cares about that stuff? It's not your product, it's what your product will get them. And it's time for you to really become the person that can bridge the gap for them, to help them crunch time, to help them be who they want to be. And that's free, right? If all you're teaching them how to do is get on a 3-way call, it'll work, but all it's going to do is create more work for you and more work for them as they go. And it's not a sustainable method of building a business. Okay? Once in a while, yeah, you're going to have to get on the phone. When I get on the phone, it's after someone has taken the trial in my entry level. So when somebody comes in, they already have all this value in the front on my blog and my YouTube channel. And if they're on my email list, they're getting even more value there. And then, boom, they come into the trial section of my business, right? And by then, they have a pretty good idea what my vision is. You know, my vision is to really, I want David's vision to come true, because I know that I can be part of that I'm going to be part of that, and I know the people I bring into this, that vision is big enough for all of us, that we can really see some freedom here and really help people grow in their lives, not just, you know, work to pay bills. So once they come in at the trial level, which is really small monetary amount, if somebody doesn't want to spend that to work with me, then I don't want to work with them. I'm already providing the value. You know what I'm saying? That's when I have the conversation. We find out what the goals are. We find out why they're in business and what's going to change about their life and how this is going to be better. And what kind of skills do they already have? You know, I don't want to necessarily just have brand new people in my network marketing business with me. You know what I mean? I want to see what they've got, and I want to help them discover their own talents that they can bring to the table so we can work together as a team, because it's easier done that way. So that we can create our own hangouts and invite prospects to our hangouts so they can see our environment and all this fun stuff. But they don't get that conversation with me until they've invested the $17 amount. Why? Because I've already given them thousands of dollars worth of value before they ever looked at the $17 offer. Do you see what I'm saying? So people need to be qualified, and the way for you to really qualify people for your business in network marketing is to stop just offering. Stop just offering your stuff. It's time for you to start giving of yourself in your business and build that value ladder one step at a time. One step at a time. My business goes from $17 to $97 to $197 to $500 to $1,500 to $3,500. That's how it goes. You know, I don't ever ask anybody to come I don't want nobody doing that unless they're ready. Now, what would qualify them for being really ready is to go ahead and do that, go through the process and walk right through it. But that's not how I present it. First things first. First thing is, I'm going to give you tons of value. Second, you're going to do a small monetary investment. Third, we're going to get on the phone. We're going to find out where your needs are. And if we are going to work together, and if not, you get your money back. And if we are, then we're going to sit down and plan, and we're going to figure out a plan together, and we're going to work towards our goals together. And then as you need the additional education and you need the additional products within the company, we add them as we can. That's how it's done. So stop just slamming people with your links. Nobody cares about your shake. Nobody cares about any of that. What they care is what their life is going to look like after they've begun doing business with you. What it's going to look like after they've begun doing business with you. Let's look at it from a brick and mortar point of view. This way you can understand that it's really the same kind of business. One's just a hell of a lot more affordable to get started with. He uses an example here, a chiropractor. He sat down with his friend and he wanted to work out how he could build a value ladder, because what was happening is people come into the chiropractor and they get adjusted for $40 to $50, and then that's pretty much it. What he did is he helped the chiropractor see a good lead magnet or a good bait or a good hook, like mine's the Coach Terry's YouTube Bootcamp right now. That doesn't mean it won't change. And then it leads you into being on my list, and then from there I'm able to share more value with you about the rest of being in business with me. What they did was free massages with massage therapists that were trained to feel the spine and know that they might just need an adjustment. And they would offer the adjustment, and some people would get it and some people wouldn't. That's okay. There's no harm done when somebody doesn't do it, because you didn't invest on giving all of yourself up in the beginning, just your best stuff. And then boom. And then they go into they created like this health and wellness kind of club that they could come in and get adjustments as they needed them, and come in and get massages and so forth, and some nutritional therapy and whatnot like that for a high ticket. So for $5,000 you would have the membership to go and have this work done for whatever time frame that they had set out for the full funnel. So they had all the value going all the way up to the top. He just didn't put an advertisement out there for a $5,000 health and wellness package. He didn't do it that way. He started with something that was high value right in the front, and he gives it away. And then he gets you in for an adjustment, and it gets you adjusted, and you feel good. You feel really good because you've had a massage there. And while he's doing the adjustment, he's talking to you about food. He's talking to you about nutrition. He's talking to you about stretching. So whatever it is that he wants to talk about, and you're getting more value from him. And maybe you're visiting his website and reading his blog, because I guarantee you, if he's successful, he's using a blog. And if he is successful, he's not, he's leaving money on the table. So then you keep getting value, and the more value you perceive, the less that price is an objection. It just disappears. It doesn't matter. Let me ask you this, if Gary Vaynerchuk said to you, I'm going to make a documentary about hustlers. I'm going to make a documentary about network marketers and small business owners and internet marketers and e-commerce people, and you all are going to be hustlers, and you got to be these people that just rock. And I'm going to go through an interview process to see if you are even qualified to be in my documentary. And then if you are qualified to be in my documentary, it's going to cost you $30,000. You know who won't be in that documentary? The people that do not see the value of being associated with Gary Vaynerchuk in the world of internet marketing. That simple. And I tell you what, if he were to do that and he had, like, say 10 people that he wanted to work with, he would see 3,000, 30,000 applications. And he would bring it down to 300. And then he would give the 300 the final call, like, you have to act now. Because if you want to be in this with me, this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to have this time separate. You're going to need to have, this video crew follow you around a little bit here. You're going to have to write something out, and it's going to cost you $30,000 for us to do this together. I can think of a lot of people that would they would remortgage their house for that if they had to. Because with the value they're going to get from working with Gary Vaynerchuk on a documentary on how to hustle would produce more profits in their business than that $30,000 just not being spent is giving them. Think about it. So Focus on providing a lot of value. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to figure it all out. Just find something really valuable that you have right now. I don't care if you just started. You know, if you wrote a ebook, or if you're interested in law of attraction, you wrote a nice little paper on it, turn it into an ebook. Use it as a lead magnet. Get people on your list. Build relationships. Send them email. You don't have to auto respond at all. You send out email on your own, you know, with your words. You know, you send them your newest blog post. You send them, you know, the other day I just sent a quote that I came up with. In the middle of the night, I was like, oh, wow. And I was like, whoop, write that down. I wrote it down, and I went over to my email, and I just sent them the quote. I was just like, I just thought of this, and I want to share it with you. And I put it in a different color and a different font, and I made it bigger than everything else. And I said, you know, much love. See you later. Keep your eye on the email for the regular emails that come to the, you know. Do that. Don't give your stuff away without asking for an email. But don't not give anything away, guys. I see too many people in network marketing treat this as if some kind of miracle is going to happen for them, and they're going to put up a freaking post about their stinking product and talk about something that makes no difference to me whatsoever or anybody else. And it's just another replicated website where the company's collecting your prospects' information, not you. That is unprofessional. Stop being unprofessional. Start being professional. Start building value. And get this book right now. What is .com Secrets? And that was, I'm going to show you a picture he put in here. This was secret number 2, the value ladder. And that's how it goes. See, just like that. Free to profits. Free to profits. Bunch of people are going to get your stuff free. Say out of 100, maybe 10% of them will go from there to the next level. And maybe 10% of those guys will go from there all the way through. It's the natural process of things. Just be sure you're always giving a lot of value. It never ends. You never have it. There's no limit to the amount of value you can bring to the marketplace. Keep going. Keep striving. It's 22 minutes, folks. Some of you aren't here anymore. It's too bad, because the ones of you that did stay around for this video, you got it. And I love you all very much. I'll see you on the blog post. Peace.